Debby is expected to dump about 9 inches of rain in some of our southern counties. These are areas that took a tremendous hit during Hurricanes Matthew and Florence. WRAL's Gilbert Baez covered both of those storms. He is live at the Cape Fear River, where emergency workers are keeping a close eye on the river level, 1 gauge of this storm, as we're expecting flooding here. Gilbert, what's the latest?
Well, Renee, that's right. I talked with Gene Booth. He's the director of emergency management here in Cumberland County. In fact, he jumped out of a planning meeting, to come give me the latest. They are monitoring the levels of the Cape Fear River, and we are too. Normally, our barometer is this boat dock here at the Person Street Bridge. When that's underwater, then we know that the river's really on the way up. So you can see that's not the case right now. Now, in talking with Gene, he says they're planning for the worst case scenario like they normally do. But at this point, they have not activated the Emergency Operations Center, nor have they identified and opened any shelters at this point. But Gene tells me that they can do that within a moment's notice. Now, Renee, you mentioned Hurricanes Matthew and Florence, and photojournalist Mike Joyner and I both cover those storms. They've just devastated several communities, and this community does remember them as well. Homes were destroyed in several communities, and lives were lost. We went out to Pennystone Drive. That's a neighborhood that was hit hard by both of those storms. And you can see some of the homeowners never recovered. Rockfish Creek flooded homes at night, forcing many of the residents to be evacuated by swiftwater rescue teams. Now, the threat of flooding from Debby has everyone concerned.
Before Matthew came, it rained about 2 weeks prior to the storm coming. The concern I got is we've had about 3 weeks of rain, and now another one's coming. It scares me.
I've talked with a couple of folks who still live on Pennystone Drive. They say they are not taking any chances. They are all packed up, ready to evacuate if the heavy rain causes Rock Creek to start rising once again. And that is the key right now, not only for folks there, but if you live in a flood-prone area, it is in your best interest right now to make sure you have a quick bag packed with some essentials, especially medications, in case emergency management tells you that it's time to evacuate. And when you get that word to evacuate, it's time for you to get out. Reporting live here in Cumberland County, Gilbert Baez, WRAL News.
You just hate that it keeps happening over and over for those folks. You can prepare for Debby by downloading the WRAL News app. It will help you stay on top of storm developments as Debby makes its way to North Carolina and as we get into the thick of hurricane season. So download the app for free from the Apple and Google App stores. Turn on alerts to get notified about severe weather in your location.